Good morning, second grade. Today is the last day of creating our Kente cloth inspired paper weavings. Today, we are going to be adding some designs using line and shape onto our artwork. We are going to be focusing on our principle of design pattern while we do this. To start, you're going to grab a black marker. I'm using a Sharpie, but a Crayola marker is fine. Or you can use a black crayon. We want to make sure that our paper is flipped to the side without Miss Epic's white line. So let's flip that now. And we have found our clean side. So to get started, I am going to imagine some different shapes and lines that I have seen when I looked at Kente cloth before. This will serve as my inspiration for my own pattern in my work. Let's see, I remember seeing different zigzag lines, so I'm going to start with a zigzag. And then after that zigzag line, I remembered seeing a lot of triangle shapes, so I'm going to do that next. And then very carefully, I'm going to color my triangles in. Very good. Zigzag, triangle, so I need to go back to zigzag. So I can use lines and shapes within my pattern at the same time. Let's continue that on all of my purple. Now that I've finished the pattern in my purple, I'm going to go back and add pattern to red. Let's see, what were some other lines or shapes that I noticed in my Kente cloth? Ooh, I saw a couple of circles. And I'm going to color him halfway in only. And then I saw some different dotted lines. Then I go back to circle. And then my dotted lines. I'll continue the same down here. And there I have my finished patterns using my different lines and shapes in my weaving. Let's read them again. Zigzag, triangle, zigzag. circle, dotted line, circle, dotted line. My final step today, second grade, is to add on some fringe to the bottom of my inspired Kente cloth. To do that, I'm going to select a new color of paper, and I'm going to take my scissors. I am going to very gently make cuts into the yellow very close together, but I'm going to stop, leaving enough room at the top for glue. I'm going to go about 3/4 of the way up. That looks like this. Let's keep cutting very carefully. And there I have my fringe paper. Now I'm going to take it, and on the bottom of my Kente cloth, I'm going to glue it. Let's flip it over and add a dot, not a lot, along the edge very carefully. Your dots do not need to be super close together. They can be about the length of the squares apart. And make sure you have some on the end. Now, very carefully flip it over and glue it to the bottom of your Kente cloth paper. You can smooth it out and hold it 1, 2, and 3. Make sure it's even on each side. And if you have a little bit of glue spill, remember, wipe it off and rub it off your hands. And we have our completed Kente cloth. I cannot wait to see how yours looks.